This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Well, as you know, I was at Megacon this weekend and I was very excited to spend some time with my daughter, which is always good. But it always seems that I never stop working. And I was walking around and there were some self-publishers there. There was a couple things I saw that just didn't do it for me, but there were a couple that did. Planetary Strike was one. But one I saw on Sunday that I really enjoyed was PWNs, or Pawns, more or less. A game of strategic mayhem. Alright, this game, you know, the art's a little different. You know, it's more kid-based, but I found that this game is pretty interesting as I got to play a couple rounds of it. So I ended up grabbing one. I always like supporting. You know how we are. We love to support people, especially people, independent people, and have them reach their dreams. So I decided to take a look at this, and well, without further ado, we did an intro for it, but we're going to play the intro, and I'm going to let Ryan explain to you this unique little game. Let's go take a look.
Hey everybody, here we are at Megacon, and I ran into a game that I really find kind of fascinating. And it's called
PWNs, a game of strategic mayhem.
This is the guy that made it. This is Ryan. We're going to take a look at it, and we're going to show you how to play this game and how to get your hands on it as well. So, without further ado, let's go down to the table. All right, Ryan, how you doing? Why don't you show us how to play this game and tell us a little bit about it.
Alright, sure thing, Rob. Alright, so in PWNs, a game of strategic mayhem, your job is to knock out one team from the game. But it's a simple objective with so many different ways that you can do it. At the beginning of the game, you get 4 characters. Each player gets 4 characters, and each of them gets dealt a random ability that can change from game to game whenever you play it. Your job is to use those abilities, the terrain of the board that you see here, which can change throughout the game, and the cards in your hand to come up with some cool and amazing combos to knock out one team from the game.
Oh wow, this is amazing. So each card gives you a different type of ability and kind of like a surprise attack on somebody.
Sort of. How this works is, say you're Happy here. You take a look at Happy.
Okay.
His ability here is the Boxer ability. Okay. What this means is anytime you see an attack card with the punching glove, they match up. Anytime you see a combat attack, any damage he inflicts is +1. Alright, anytime you see something where Twitch has this ability. This is a marksman ability. Anytime you see something like a projectile, again the icon matches up, the range of the attack is +1. Okay. So for example, if you are Twitch, you're this guy here, and you have the flamethrower, which has a range of 3 in one direction, that could be 1, 2, 3, but because Twitch has the marksman ability, his range is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, if he used that attack, like Happy loses 2 health, because that's what it says there.
So it's automatic damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, unless you have a chance to defend yourself, where you have one of these cards that you can reflect, you can block, something along those lines that can defend yourself.
So there's no dice rolling or anything?
There is a die in the game because certain cards, there's only a couple in the game that allow a little bit of chance. But for the most part, you're going to have to rely on your strategy throughout the game.
And your cards in your hand.
That's right.
Very, very cool. This caught my eye, and I definitely got one, so maybe we'll do a live play of it, but I'm really impressed with it. And it comes with a really nice reference card that really breaks everything down for you. And as you can see, it shows you the different kinds of attacks. There's even poison in the game, too?
Yeah, that's another dimension to it, where certain cards in the game can poison, freeze, or constrict you. And that's something that you can also be immune to if you're dealt a certain kind of ability in the game. There's 6 different abilities.
And all these come out and it just becomes a totally random battlefield.
Yeah, that's
the combinations are just...
Yeah, even when you set the game up, it comes in a compact box because you're able to put the game together, no problem. And it's a subtle change each game, but even the board you put together at the beginning is different from the last time you played.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's take it on top and get on out of here.
So there you have it. What do I think? I liked it a lot. I really did. I think this is a great game. It says 10 and up. I think you can get away with 8 and up with this. It's really something that you could play in about 30 to 45 minutes. It's really going at each other and trying to take each other out. I really enjoy everything that comes in this box. It's well worth it, and I really think you should check it out. You know, it means a lot to me to help the underdog or the independent guy. It's something I believe in a lot, and I like to go to all these big shows and kind of help those type of people, especially when they have something that's really good. Now, he raised $5,000 on Kickstarter, got this all published, but you know something? This is a good game, and I think you guys would enjoy it and go out and get it. It's from Awry Games, and you can, that's www.awrycorp.com/PWNs, and he's on Facebook .com Awry Pawns, AWRYPWNS, and go check it out. See what you think. It might be something that's for you, but I really think this is a really good, solid game, and I'm going to give this a 3.7 out of 5. I think it's really great. I think it's solid. I enjoyed it. There's really not too much I can say. I really can't say anything bad about it. It's just something that I think is a good beginner strategy game, and I think it's the cartoonish art of it and all that stuff is very good for children if you want to introduce them to a strategic type of game. It's something that you can bring them along. You start here, then you go to maneuver, then you go, who knows where you go from there. But it's a game that you're going to have a lot of fun, and the quirkiness and the powers and all the other things that come into this really are enjoyable. So take a look at it. You know, it might just be for you, and order it, and hey, tell them your old pal Rob sent you, most of all. Until next time, I'm Rob Warren. We'll see you soon.